Hey, what's up guys? Alex here in the west end of Toronto in the York borough, which has been my home borough pretty much all my life. I used to live not too far from here. That's still quite a ways away, but we are here in the Stockyards district at the intersection of St. Clair Avenue West and Runnymede Road. I just did a walking video on Annette Street in the Junction. I was walking west from DuPont all the way to Runnymede, and then I waiting for the 79 bus. I took it all the way up here, just a few minutes. And it's been a while since I've done a walking video on this part of St. Clair Avenue West, which is, again, lesser known here. I mean, we are in York. York is a very underrated borough. Not too many people know about the neighborhoods in York. But one that might really stand out is the Stockyards district, which used to be a very, very industrial neighborhood with some factories and stuff. But it has since been redeveloped 15, 20 years ago. Actually, maybe one or two things still exist, but not anymore. But on this part of St. Clair, we have a few plazas here. And of course, you know, you're probably not used to seeing no streetcars here, but that's because we will not see streetcars until we hit up Guns Road and Keele Street. So the last time I did a walking video on this part of St. Clair was way back in December of 2022. Now today is Wednesday, January 14th, 2026, and it is just after 11:30 a.m. It is 5 degrees Celsius, although that won't stand long because temperature is going to go down to friggin' minus 13, if I read that right. The wind chill is going to feel like minus 20, so yeah, it's going to be very cold. And I still have to go out tomorrow because I have to attend a lab session on campus. I probably will not make any videos because, you know, I froze my ass off on New Year's Eve to make a friggin' fireworks video. It was unbearable. I don't want to get frostbite, so... Hey, here's Britannia Avenue. I didn't know they had a Britannia here. I'm used to the one in Mississauga. And also, the sun is out. When I started, it was a little bit cloudy. I mean, again, we did get some rain this morning. But it's probably going to remain cloudy until by the evening, maybe by the time I get back home, because it is going to be snowing. I did predict about 5 centimeters, because there's a huge clipper system that's incoming to southern Ontario. Even though I used to live not too far from here in the Silverthorne neighborhood, I mean, I never really often came here. Including the Stockyard Shopping Center, which is a weirdly designed complex. I'll show you guys what I mean. Either way, this is another lesser known part of York. It's just all industrial here still. Got some automotive shops, and then a couple of those set plazas. So after this, hopefully I have enough juice in the storage before it craps out. But after I'm actually walking to a pizza place which caught my eye for quite a while. In fact, I didn't go inside, but I did check it out after having a quick snack at the McDonald's. I took a flyer. It's called Pizza Pan. Originally, I was gonna get the walk-in special, get a small pizza for $8.49, but I did see on the sign, get a jumbo slice. Maybe the slices would be even better than the actual pie itself. I'll have to test it out. I did like the other place on Oakwood Avenue, 1+1 Pizza. You can get like a large for like $12 something, or is it $11.99? And then at one place in Scarborough, get a smaller medium for literally $6.99, so that's a very good deal. I'm not sure if I mean, I've never been to this place before, but I guess we'll see. Look, we have a new apartment building here. And then we have some townhouses. This area was, I think part of that area was built up probably 20 years ago when it was just shifting from when it was just under redevelopment. Hey, there's the CN Tower. I don't know if you guys can see it here, but let me zoom in for you. Yep, there it is. You know, while I was on the 79, I saw a guy that looked like Yoshi. He was wearing a jacket. He was wearing a Toronto Raptors cap, a championship hat, and he had his phone out. And I thought, okay, maybe that is him. He's sitting in the spot normally where he would film his bus rides. So I texted Yoshi. I actually just texted him. I was like, hey, I thought I saw you riding the 79A. And he's like, I'm home. I mean, I didn't really know it was him because he's not coming out today apparently. Normally Wednesdays we go live. Is this Corsetti's? Oh yes. We used to go here to get some meat. Looks like it's closed. It used to be called Corsetti's when I was growing up. But CMP Meats. Yeah, it looks like it's done for, probably for redevelopment. Oh, I see a streetcar up ahead. Obviously on the 512 St. Clair. Which is actually one of the few streetcar routes that actually work because it's literally in its own dedicated right of way. And it's about as slightly faster than the friggin' Line 6 Finch West, which I already talked about. I did ride it on Christmas Eve. And I made a full ride video back in the fall heading westbound. I'll have to do the eastbound at some point. Maybe not today, though. Unless I actually felt like it, but I don't got class until 3 p.m. I still gotta head out early anyway, just in case, something happens, but... Oh shit, did we pass the Walmart? Or is that west side running meat? I think it might have been. Anyway, there's a huge surface parking lot up ahead. Mostly for big box stores. There's a Best Buy. What else? Home Depot, I think? I'm trying to remember what's here. Oh yeah, look, there's a Metro. That's the one my dad usually goes to. Well, actually, one of my nearest metros when I used to live in the Silverthorne neighborhood. Because again, the Stockyard area was only a short drive from my old area. But then again, we didn't often go to the Stockyard Center, which is up ahead. It's again, like I said, it's a very oddly designed complex. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but it does have an interesting grocery store in there called Nations. And I did film almost all the elevators there. This complex opened up back in 2014. So I remember when they were building this. Soon enough, we're going to be passing by Keele Street and Weston Road. There's your townhouses here. Maybe at Guns Road we'll cross over to the other side. Because the pizza place would be on the north side. So I am going to end the video at Old Weston Road. Halibut House, Mary Brown's. I'm not really a big fan of Mary Brown's, even though it's Canadian. A&W, I don't like A&W. But Metro, I don't often go to Metro, but sometimes they have some cool choices. But again, the nearest one to me is at Bathurst and Lawrence. I'll have to pay a visit there at some point. But I have done some quick peeks inside Metro stores at other locations. Like I went to the one at the Meadowvale Town Center, at Bramalea, for instance. I see like A&W has like cheap ass value deals. Their burgers are not even that good. It's been a while. It's been years since I had the Buddy Burger. I am not a big fan of it. I did have the Junior Chicken though yesterday at the McDonald's up ahead because I was still hungry. So I had like a homemade sandwich. And then there's Canadian Tire. I mean, Yoshi would know a lot about that. But then again, the nearest Canadian Tire to me in my old area was at the West Side Plaza at Eglinton, right next to the Caledonia station, will be that Canadian Tire. Of course, my nearest one is at the Lawrence Allen Center. And there's the Guns Loop. That's the western terminus of the 512 St. Clair streetcar. It's an average 30-minute ride one way. So even I could take the streetcar. Well, there's the 189 Stockyard bus. That's going to High Park Station. Yeah, so that streetcar is going all the way to Yonge. Of course, since, I have to be somewhere very soon, I'm not going to waste 30 minutes in that. And obviously, it'll be much faster to take the 168 to Dundas West Station, and then I'll go from there. Oh, we got a good thumbnail opportunity here. Look at that. We got the bus, the streetcar, and the very oddly designed Stockyards Village. So that's what it's called. There's a Service Ontario inside the Canadian Tire. There's a Best Buy. Oh, yeah, I was right. There is a Home Depot here. And the Rona which used to be a Lowe's. And then when I was growing up, when Future Shop was still around, it was also there. Of course, Best Buy acquired it. And there's a Shoeless Joe's here. I've only been to Shoeless Joe's once. That was for Mark D's birthday at the waterfront. We were watching Game 2 of the World Series. All right, we shall cross over here. Yeah, as you can see up there, there's a few other industrial buildings and old factories out there. There used to be a lot of meat factories. I remember, this is when I was growing up, there used to be people protesting here, mostly vegan protesters. Again, of course, they're against meat and stuff. And there goes the streetcar. And another one which will be laying over because, again, this is the terminus. Now, the 512 is fun. Again, a long time ago, it used to run in mixed traffic. And then it was in the late 2000s, early 2010s when they finally upgraded it to to have the streetcars in its own right of way, just like on Spadina. It's unfortunately, as I've been saying, Line 6 hasn't fared well that much. And now we have to wait here, unfortunately. All right, so the Home Depot's right here. Shoeless Joe's is closed for now. They're only open. Oh, they should be open by now, right? Because I started a video at 11:30. Now it's just around 11:45. This property is managed and owned by RioCan, which owns Empress Center, Yonge Eglinton Center, and Lawrence Allen Center. And there's a McDonald's I was at. There's a Nation's grocery store. Sometimes I went to. And I think there's an arcade here. I actually stumbled upon that last time I was inside. I know Ken just made a video around here. I mean, it's a multi-level shopping center that's outdoors, but it's probably a little bit slightly bigger than Shops at Domino's, which is only like one level. And again, everything is outside. Look, there's a Timmy's here next to a Firehouse Subs. Oh shit, I think that Timmy's is new. Because there's already one just down the street from here on Keel. I think it might be new. Well, I'm not really in the mood to have Timmy's right now. Maybe tomorrow when I go back on campus, I'll probably get a hot chocolate or something because it's going to be cold. I'm going to need that. Yeah, see, look, there's the other Tim Hortons over there. And then there's a Shoppers, and then there used to be a Staples as well. Michael's, Sleep Country, you name it. All right, well, here we are at Weston Road on this side, and then Kiel on the other side. The way Kiel is arranged is really a little bit weird. Right, 41 Kiel buses have to make a right onto, oh, there's a GO train. They have to make a right onto St. Clair Avenue, then left on Old Weston Road, then Rogers Road, and then back onto Kiel. So it's very interesting. And southbound buses have to go along Rogers, then Weston Road down here. I mean, I was on the 41 almost an hour ago, so. All right, we got a few more minutes to go. We're almost at the end. We just got to pass the rail corridor, and they are about to build a brand new train station here. I think it's for Up Express though only. That would be the St. Clair Weston train station. I'll have to see if it's going to include GO trains, but from what I saw with the design, it's supposed to house Up Express trains. But then Vasily told me that if the Up Express train, which has 5 stops, then it'll have 6 or 7 because of the Woodbine station, then it won't be a true express. So maybe in the future they'll run like super express trains, only stopping at like various stations that connect with, you know, rapid transit lines. That's just my thinking. But that's too many stops. Actually, come to think of it, yesterday afternoon, since I missed the 41 and 941, I decided to walk a stop over to Old Weston Road. I checked out that pizza place, which you're going to see in a few moments. There's some fairly new townhouses. Well, they were all built in the, presumably in the 2000s. Very early 21st century style housing here. I think they might build the new station on the other side. It's got to, of course, improve connections to this part of town. Ah, it smells like shit here. Now we're slowly approaching the Earl's Court neighborhood, and then Corso Italia would be between Lands Caledonia and Dufferin. I'm happy to say we got 2 walking videos done because Monday and Tuesdays are my busiest days, so no videos because of school. And then tomorrow it's gonna be very cold, so probably no videos, but Friday I'll try to go back downtown and make some, and then we'll get ready for a long day in Niagara Falls. That's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza up ahead. Like I said, I was gonna get, they have a walk-in special, get a small pizza for $8.49. But maybe the slices would be even better than the pie, so just to be on the safe side, and even to be cheaper, of course. Get a slice for like $4.89 or something. I'm always open to taking advantage of good deals, especially when you're walking it, but again, I have to wait like 10-15 minutes for a whole pizza to be made. I did take one of their flyers yesterday, and I was pretty intrigued by it. So look how fast the streetcar is going. Way faster than on line 6. But improvements are being made, like I said, but unfortunately, they're just going to take a while. I won't be riding line 6 for a while, especially with line 5 opening literally in a few weeks from now, presumably in February. I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Oop, got another train here. Nice. This one's heading to Union Station, obviously. Got 2 and 1, that's pretty good. And there's the old, well, demolished now, but used to be the old flea market. And here's Old Weston Road. I'll make a walking video on the street eventually. All right, we got 2 full walking videos done. If I make a third one, which I won't, I'll run out of storage, but that's okay. And there's a pizza pan. That'll be my lunch for today. Well, check it out. It's already open. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And stay warm. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care. Adios. And thank you very much for your support. Peace out. Bye-bye.